Helping children in the house or helping children in the home with their homework is one of the positive ways to promote healthy learning experience. Parents cannot draw the difference or they cannot strike the balance between having to lend support to their to their children with respect to their homeworks and then having to give them the answers outright. Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you steps or ways by which you can help your child do his or her homework without giving direct answers. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the Headmaster's Table, where we demystify education with a signature blend of intelligence, humor, and motivation. Well, if today is your first time coming across a channel of this kind and you are interested in the contents thereof, please kindly consider subscribing, not also forgetting to like and share this video so it gets to as many people as possible. That aside, I want to say a very big thank you to all my returning viewers. Stay tuned. So today we are looking at ways by which you can help your child do his or her homework without giving outright answers or without giving him or her direct answers. Now, the first point we want to talk about has to do with showering praise and encouragement on your child. Now, positive attitude or positive role modeling in the house helps very much when it comes to homework and assignments. What you do in the house, as in being positive towards learning or being positive towards the education of your child, can impart a great deal on his view of homework. Homework, most times sounds boring, but with the engagement of the parent, homework becomes exciting and then something to always be engaged with. Parents, what children need from you is to register your engagement, your commitment, and your support during their homework. Now, let me tell you one of the studies that was conducted in Monash University. In Monash University, it was said that the refugee Afghani mothers in Australia found it very difficult to teach their children the homework. In fact, they are unsure of how to go about it. They don't know the content of whatever homework their children have been given. Why? Because they don't understand the English language. But guess what they did? They will always, every now and then, sit by their children, engage them as they do their homework. The children, found that very exciting. So parents will ask their children what the question is, what the answer could be, ask them, discuss the language with them. And in so doing, homework doing became very fulfilling. Children were not forced, but were always in a hurry to do their homework. And so the first point is that parents should be available to always encourage and praise their children with respect to their homework. If it happens that they do well, parents are to encourage them. After the marking, parents are to appreciate and then praise their children for a good work done. The second point that I would like to touch on has to do with creating and organizing plans. Creating and organizing plans. We all know that homework sometimes can be overwhelming. Children can be incredibly frustrated when it comes to homework. They may put up an attitude of not wanting to do it. But when it happens that way, some parents take, wrong measures to that. Some parents go into brute force. Some parents, try to fight force by force and enforce their authority on the children so they will have them do the work. This is not the right way to go. If a parent does that, is giving the child a negative experience with homeworks, and the child can take it out on him or her. And so parents are rather to use this moment as learning opportunity. Just sit the children down with matured minds, go into the homework, have children, identify whatever seems to be difficult with them, and then you, the parent, break down the task into smaller units or smaller bite sizes, and then tag timelines to that. a timeline that will meet the deadline that has been given by the teacher. I'm talking with respect to homework that are to be submitted later than usual. Parents are to break down the tasks into smaller divisions and then have timelines around them. Now, when this happens, you have to also put the copy of whatever plan you have drawn or advantage point, so everybody will be in the know. If it be possible, there is a need for you to print it all across the house, so children will, for everything, see whatever they have to work on. Now, it's expected also of parents to encourage their children to mark whatever task they have completed, so that the progress, will be seen as you are getting closer to the deadline. And so the second point has to do with creating plans with the children and organizing plans with respect to the homework. Now, the third point I want to talk about is modeling learning behaviors. One of the tactics or skills that teachers use in school is having to do work or model a behavior that they want children to also copy after they have done that. When a child has to do a work and he or she is unable to do, what the teacher will do is to take the exercise, do it, make the children follow his thought processes, teach them why and how he came to where he is as in the answer, or where she is as in the answer. Children are to also follow same in the subsequent exercises. And then the teacher will also ask the children as to, how they got their answers, which formula were they using and why, you see, so that you'll be able to know whether they are following your thought process or not. Now, parents are to also model this behavior in their house. When children bring assignment home, just go through with them the first one, maybe make them follow your thought process, and then have them, get the formula, explain why and how you got your answer. Let them do the subsequent exercises, and you see that it helps a great deal. Children are going to speed up their learning process, and you will marvel. And so these are the 3 points that we have to consider when or if we want children to do their homework without we giving them direct answers. The first one I spoke about is encouraging and then showering praises on your children with respect to their homework doing. The second is having them to create plans and organize plans with respect to the homework. And the third is having to model good behavior with respect to learning that affects the homework. And so, yes, children need all these: commitment, registering your commitment, and support and engagement with the child every now and then when he's giving homework, as a way to speed up the learning process of your child. And you may not need to worry at all in the nearby future. Parents, make time for your work during they are working the homework. This is the end of the video. Well, if you have not subscribed yet, please do so and you'll be somewhat appreciated.